Topic 1. The fund management industry in Malaysia. 1. Overview of the global fund management industry. 2. Overview of the investment process. 3. The Malaysian fund management industry. 3.1 Regulatory framework and applicable rules and regulations. 3.2 Industry participants. Regulator. Market intermediaries. Supporting entities. 3.3 Types of funds available in Malaysia. At the end of this topic you should be able to obtain a good overview of the global fund management industry. Describe how the investment process functions. Identify the various parts of the investment process. Explain the types of funds available for investment in Malaysia, and describe the roles played by the various components of the local fund management industry. The fund management industry has played a vital role in the economy of Malaysia. Fund management is the generic term given to the professional management of securities and assets for the benefit of investors, with the aim of meeting specific investment goals. Fund manager equals asset manager equals portfolio manager are terms associated with the professional management of institutional funds and collective investment schemes. Range of assets to include in a portfolio are company shares, fixed income instruments, including government, corporate and supranational bonds, real estate investments, physical commodities like gold, silver, and platinum, and near cash equivalents, like treasury bills, and bank deposits, for liquidity purposes. The investment process is essential to any fund manager, because it provides an outline to the crucial steps necessary to create a portfolio, starting from obtaining the investment mandate, to asset allocation, and individual security selection. It also identifies the various areas where the fund manager can add value to the client through research and security selection, and outstanding long-term performance of the portfolio depends on having the correct building blocks to understand the interaction of the markets and their individual components. Regulatory framework and applicable rules and regulations. Fund management companies in Malaysia would be required to hold the Capital Market Services License, CSML, for the business of fund management. The representatives, fund managers, would be required to hold the Capital Market Services Representative License, CMSRL, for the business of fund management. Fund management companies are subjected to Companies Act, for the incorporation of asset management companies. Exchange control regulations, for foreign currency investments. Regulatory framework and applicable rules and regulations. Fund management companies need to adhere to the guidelines put forth by the Securities Commission, SC. These guidelines include the following. Guidelines on compliance function for fund management companies. Guidelines on unit trust funds. Guidelines for public offerings of securities of closed-end funds. Guidelines for the establishment of foreign fund management companies. Guidelines on prevention of money laundering and terrorism financing for capital market intermediaries. Guidelines on private retirement scheme. Guidelines on wholesale funds. Guidelines on exchange-traded funds. Guidelines on Islamic fund management, and Guidelines on outsourcing for capital market intermediaries.